Welcome back inside Ridley College. Time for the U19 championship to be handed out. And we've got the 1-2 matchup here in the finals. The first place NAHA Winterhawks taking on the second seeded Ottawa Lady 67's. It's both teams successful, only allowing one goal in their semifinal wins. The Ottawa Lady 67's taking care of the Ridley College Tigers 4-1 last night. And just before that, it was the Winterhawks beating Balmoral Hall 9-1. We'll quickly go over the starting goaltenders. First for NAHA, who is the home team in this game. It's going to be Ashlyn Lewis, number 31. Getting the start, her and Paige Bolyard split the time in yesterday's semifinal. On the other side, number 30, Tovi Jacobson, who was phenomenal in their win over Ridley, and we are underway. The second trophy going to be handed out in a matter of about an hour and a half or 2 hours as the 67's and Winterhawks go at it. Anna Gallagher going to try and break out of her zone. She does with a couple of moves. She's got Janicki with her. Gallagher threw it towards the net, looking for Janicki, and that was by her. 367's converged on Janicki. And it's Drost putting it towards the net in front, and a big save early on by Lewis. And she'll find the loose puck and hang on, as looked like it hit a couple of bodies in front. And she's going to make the save for the first grade A scoring chance of the afternoon for the 67's. This faceoff was won by the 67's, and now they'll control it as they lost it for a second. As chipping that one deep is Jamie Aspropotamides. Got the correct pronunciation before the contest today. Goes by Aspro as well, as the centering opportunity there is just past her stick. Puck's going to stay in the Winterhawks zone. Number 14 in Reds got it. Aspropotamides. And towards the net at the other end, right in on Jacobson, as the shot from Bridget Orr was easily handled by number 30 in red. Jacobson in the regular season appeared in 12 games. The native of Canada, Ontario, went 6-3-1. 2.14 goals against average, save percentage of .926, and one shutout in those 6 wins. As another one comes to her net, she's going to hang on for yet another faceoff on her blocker side. And it's controlled by the Winterhawks. Towards the net, looking like a catcher. Puck was never caught. Quick whistle by the referee, and he's scratching the back of his head saying, yeah, I kind of jumped the gun there a little bit. As the 67's weren't the happiest team yesterday. A lot of penalties called in their game against the Ridley Tigers. Of course, Ridley a little bit more upset, but it was the 67's coming out victorious, as shot down here is for icing, and a faceoff coming back in the 67's end. Janicki on the draw for the Winterhawks. She couldn't win it. 67's controlling in their own end, looking for a breakout, but a nice strong play at the blue line by Mettler to keep it in, and another shot towards the goal. Jacobson's going to hang on to that one, and time to give a huge shout out to one of the biggest fans of the Ottawa Lady 67's, Kim, tuning in from Ottawa. Watches all of the 67's games as Jacobson's going to make a save off the point shot from Sydney Fess. Been watching them all year, huge supporter of the Ottawa 67. So again, a shout out to Kim tuning in from Ottawa. And to everyone, thanks so much for tuning in to the final game of the 2020 JWHL playoffs. I'm Reese Dumaney. This is the JWHL Network. As at the point, Fess making a couple of stick handling moves in towards the net. And again, Jacobson coming up big, making a save with a couple bodies in front. May have hit a stick, but she's able to get it into her catching glove and hang on. We've played 2:10 in the first 20. Still no score between the 67s and Winterhawks. There's another defensive zone draw scrambled, and the 67s are going to control it in their own end. Pass up to the near side. Boucher. Naomi Boucher into the offensive end. On her was Fess. As Janicki was chasing after it for the Winterhawks, able to get a stick on it. Goes right to Anna Gallagher, who shoots high and wide on the glove side of Jacobson. Winterhawks controlling pace here early on. Gallagher in behind the net. One of the smaller players on the ice, but she's got a lot of speed. As it's going to be dumped into the 67 zone. Janicki back in behind the net to grab it. Couple stick handles. Lost the puck for a second. Getting it back was Orr, and she couldn't get a shot on Jacobson at the point. Bonifacio to the far side. Shot in, blocked. Rebound up for grabs. Trying to put it towards the net. Was Orr. She couldn't. And it's going to be cleared from the slot to the far boards off the glass, and it's going to stay in. It was a nice job at the point coming from Carly Garcia, but it was a hand pass, so we'll get a face-off in the neutral zone. So we've played 3:27 in the first period. Of course, a huge congratulations to the Philadelphia Junior Flyers taking home the U16 championship, and we've got offside at the Winterhawks line. They beat the U16 Winterhawks 3-1 just minutes ago, about a half an hour ago or so. The second championship yet to be handed out. It will go to one of these two teams, NAHA or Ottawa. Ottawa 4-1 winners in the semis, NAHA 9-1 winners. They beat the Balmoral Hall Blazers of Manitoba. We've passed the 4-minute mark of this first period. Icing waved off. As taking her counterpart out was Nikki Legue, so that negates the icing. It's going to be shot towards the Winterhawks bench and just dumped in the rest of the way by Kazarowski. Most of the time so far in this game has been spent in that Ottawa end. As another weak shot from the point coming from Graves. Jacobson hangs on again for a face-off. In this first period, the NAHA Winterhawks outscored their opponents 38-9. As for the 67s, they scored 25 and allowed 12 in the first period as Tovi Jacobson gloves another one. And a face-off coming up again on her glove hand side. As a forward change coming for NAHA. It's Janicki on the draw. Coming out onto the ice, and she's going to win it right on goal. Jacobson had to be sharp on that one as in a matter of a second, Janicki won the draw and got a hard shot on net. This is where Ottawa's just got to get a defensive zone draw and try and create something off a defensive zone play. Janicki won it cleanly again to the near boards, and now she's got it again. Lead pass. That was taken off the stick of Aspro Potamides. And a loose puck out at center ice. Going to be poked back, but Gallagher's going to intercept. Looking for an option, decides to just take it herself into the offensive zone. Going to work 1-on-3, and Jacobson's going to get that with the stick and deflect it to the corner. Janicki on her backhand, centering opportunity, and that one goes wide of the net. And it's just going to be shot all the way down. Another icing coming up and another defensive zone draw for the 67s. Both teams will complete full changes and get fresh bodies on the ice. No power play opportunities yet so far in this one, as we've played 4:35 in the first period of the U19 championship game. Puck's going to be squirted out to center ice. Sydney Fest was back to get it. Annika Mettler, number 6 in white, navy blue, and red. It's a lead pass up here for Orr. She had Privy, who had it go off her stick, and right to Jacobson, who's going to hang on. So not the quickest of starts here in this one. Approaching the 6-minute mark of the first. Opportunities heavily favoring the NAHA Winterhawks. The point, Mettler tried to do something with it. She couldn't, as Orr had it go off her stick, and it's in the corner. Backhanded out to center ice. Bringing it back in, Emily Privy puts it towards the net. That goes wide. Orr tried to get the rebound off the board. She couldn't. Sedgwick going to fire it down. Another icing coming against Ottawa. So Ashlyn Lewis in that Winterhawks net. Hasn't seen a whole lot. There was that one opportunity for the 67's within the first 2 minutes, and that's pretty much been it. She's just watched the puck cross the red line numerous times going for icing. Of course, still very early on. Haven't even hit 6.5 yet. And another icing is going to result in this play. And another face-off to the glove hand side of Jacobson. Of course, there is no intermission. Well, there's an intermission, but not too long between the first and second periods, about 3-4 minutes. Let the teams regroup, get hydrated and ready to go for the second 20. And then between the second and third, about 10-12 minute break, we'll have a flood. And we'll be back for the final 20 as a shot here. Easily handled by Ashlyn Lewis as she sticks the trapper out to make the save. The native of Breckenridge, Colorado, Ashlyn Lewis. Record of 7-1-0 in the regular season. As turning back, bouncing that one off the boards was Carly Garcia. It's at the blue line. The puck comes out for a second, and Yamin's going to push it back in. Winterhawks controlling. Trying to get back on the offensive attack. And they're going to do so as putting one towards the net, but it won't go on goal as Carly Garcia was working hard in the offensive end. 67's changing, but they get bodies on the ice in time. Towards the net, Jacobson's going to get a glove on it and hang on for another face-off with 12:44 to play in the first. Tessa Janicki in on the draw for the Winterhawks again, and she wins it cleanly. She's been perfect in the face-off dot and a turnover. A little bit of a sloppy pass there from Delaney Bonifacio, but it's broken up by her D partner, number 7, Christina Klinoff. Along the near side, it's Gallagher just backhanding up to Klinoff. And she's got Janicki on a partial break. Janicki in alone, she scores! As she was tripped up and falling down, Tessa Janicki beats Jacobson on the blocker side, and it's the Winterhawks who strike first. It's 1-0. As this goal will come at 7:41 of the first period. The Winterhawks outscored their opponents by 29 goals in the first period during their 18 regular season games, and they're on the board first here in the U19 championship. It's back in their own end. Bonifacio to the far side. Pass just going to be shot in. This is the goal scorer, Janicki, back in the offensive end, looking for more. Tried to dish it off. She couldn't as Anna Gallagher was going to the net. Yamin on the forecheck. Trying to chase down Mettler. And someone is without a glove. Annika Mettler, she just goes off to the bench. Get a change in, fresh legs on for the Winterhawks. It's in the corner. Centering opportunity, nice defensive play out in front of the net. 11.5 to play in the first. As a lead pass, gonna find Yamin. She's all alone. Ottawa changing. Reinforcements are coming. And it's gonna be Boucher to get to it first. Boucher with it along the near boards, had it go off her stick. As she's fighting along the boards to try and keep it in, get an offensive opportunity for her team. Sedgwick fighting in front of the net, couldn't get to it, and it's finally gonna be chipped out as Emily Privy also waiting for help. A centering pass, that missed the stick of Kelsey Ross. Boucher, the daughter of former Ottawa Senators and Tampa Bay Lightning head coach Guy Boucher, who is in attendance here in St. Catharines. As Bridget Orr back the other way, and Jacobson into the butterfly. Has it just go off of that 67's logo. And she's going to hang on to make the save, get a stoppage in play with 10.5 left to go in period number 1. And are we going to have a penalty here? We are. As Leah Young is the guilty party. She'll sit for 2 or less as the call is roughing. So the NAHA Winterhawks an opportunity to take a 2-0 lead in the regular season on the power play. NAHA 21%. The Lady 67's with an 88.8% penalty kill. So lots of strength for the special teams of both these clubs as it's Anna Gallagher along the near side. Looking for options. Lost it for a second centering pass, and that's right through the legs of Janicki. Another opportunity. And it might have been stopped by Jacobson, but it does not go in the net. NAHA pressing early on this power play. Gallagher centering opportunity again over the stick. This time of Carly Garcia. Janicki again. One-time opportunity. Save made by Jacobson. Nice stop there going from left to right to make the save. And it's Gallagher again. In deep, going to try and bank it around. She can't. Still fighting in down low. As we've got 1:10 left to go in this NAHA power play. Janicki down there. Gallagher trying to get the puck back. She's going to be able to get it to Janicki. Thought about the wraparound, decided to look for a pass. She's on the far side. Garcia shooting, and Jacobson makes the save there. Gallagher again. Power play unit's been out the entire time for the Winterhawks. Gallagher again. Janicki. Give and go. Janicki puts it on goal, and Jacobson's going to make a shoulder save. Again, it's going to be rimmed around the boards. Garcia. Far side for Fess. Towards the net. And a nice save from Jacobson as she saw it through traffic. Get a face-off in her end, and we're finally going to get some fresh legs on the ice for both clubs. Draw to the right of Jacobson. Privy in on the draw for the Winterhawks. She couldn't win it. And it's going to be the 67's trying to kill a little bit more time off of this Winterhawks power play. But it's not cleared, at least for now, and now it finally is, into neutral territory. Time's going to wind down on this power play. There's 3 seconds left to go. Jacobson banging her stick on the ice, letting her mates know that they're back to full strength as we play 5-on-5 with 8.5 to go. Bonifacio towards the net. Jacobson came out to make the save. Follow-up opportunity. Another nice save from Jacobson as she stuck out the right pad. And it's going to go all the way down. And we're going to have an icing here as going back for it was Graves. It's another defensive zone draw for the 67's. The Winterhawks change their D pairing. 67's going to make a couple changes as well. And here comes Ottawa. A 2-on-1 coming back the other way. Boucher towards the net. And that went through a couple of skates as Sedgwick was going to the goal. Sedgwick with the goal in their semifinal win yesterday against Ridley. Lewis forced to make a save. First shot she's seen in about 5-6 minutes. It's another opportunity blocked, and the Winterhawks can break out 3-on-2. It's going to be a 2-on-2 as going to the bench for a change was Klinoff. Now an opportunity towards the goal. Jacobson with the save. Another opportunity. They score. Oh, a juicy rebound right in the slot. And on what looked like a broken play, the Winterhawks are going to take a 2-0 lead as poking that loose puck home was number 26, Sydney Fess. So after the 67's with a grade A scoring chance to try and tie the game, it's NAHA coming back the other way, making it 2-0 with 7.5 to play in the first. Ottawa going to control the draw. Aspro took her counterpart out of the play, and a shot there goes wide from number 25, Hannah Thompson. Thompson fighting in below the goal line. It's going to be rimmed around to the near side. Shot towards the net. That was blocked at the point. Another opportunity on goal. That was stopped again. The rebound is just sitting somewhere. And finally finding it is Ashlyn Lewis. So the lone assist on that second NAHA goal comes to Kelsey Ross, number 22. Because again, like I said, a little bit of a broken play, and the original shot was stopped by Jacobson, but following up on the play was Sydney Fess, and she made it 2-0. Lots of time, though. Not even done the first. As Yamin had it go off her stick. 67 still fighting in the offensive zone. Now a break the other way. Bridget Orr. Orr, centering opportunity. They score! Back-to-back goals for the Winterhawks. They've opened up a 3-0 lead as Kelsey Ross was going to the goal. And she's going to pick up the third tally of the game. And that's going to be it for Tovi Jacobson, clearly upset with herself as she bangs the post as she goes off. And in to replace her is Lauren Griffin. In 8 games this season, Griffin saw a total of 155 shots, had a record of 5-0-1 with a 1.89 goals against average, save percentage of .916. Also had a shutout, as both goaltenders for the 67's were able to blank their opponents. As a tough task now for the 67's as Boucher let a shot go wide. Another turnover in the offensive end. It's Bridget Orr who's going to get the primary assist on that last goal by Ross. Janicki in neutral territory, skating into the offensive end. What a move! And it's going to be stopped and put to the corner. I thought for a second Griffin was able to hang on. She couldn't. And a nice burst of speed there from Tessa Janicki. Still with the puck on her stick. Going to move it to the far side. Gallagher cuts to the middle, shoots, and a save made from Griffin. So she's being tested early, getting her reps quickly, which is very important as a backup goaltender. She takes part in the warm-up, but still, she sat for the last 15 minutes. The other way, an easy shot in there off the stick of Boucher, handled by Lewis. This top-seeded NAHA Winterhawks team taking it to the 67's on the offensive side. Gallagher lost it for a second, still fighting for it. She's able to get it back. Centering opportunity, big save from Griffin as she came out to the top of the blue paint, and she's going to hang on and One referee has his arm in the air, so it looks like we're going to get at least one penalty. It's going to be a rough. Let's wait to see who will go sit for 2 or less. I should say, and it's going to be Tessa Janicki. So a power play opportunity here for the 67's. Their numbers in the regular season, 8.7% on the man advantage. They got a lot of practice in yesterday's semifinal game as there were at least 18 combined penalties between them and the Tigers. So they go to work here. Opportunity to get back in this game. NAHA Winterhawks penalty kill, 85.7% it operated at in the regular season. Boucher moves it up. 67's going to try and set up. They do. Boucher centering opportunity, and Garreau couldn't get her stick on it. As it's going to be dumped to the far side. Boucher able to stop it before it exits the zone right in front of that Winterhawks bench. Shot towards the net, and it was deflected wide of Lewis's goal. Drost towards the net, stopped, and deflected to the corner. Boucher on the far side. Garreau tried to get it to that. That was blocked. Nice job on the defensive side from Emily Privy to stay square to the shot. And back the other way comes Alyssa Nolan, number 4 in red. Nolan shot it. It was blocked in the slot, and it's going to be cleared down, and Anna Gallagher is going to be the only forechecker, so Lauren Griffin does the smart move to cover it. And we've got 40 seconds left in this Ottawa power play as they trail 3-0 to the NAHA Winterhawks. 3:42 to go in the first period. As the puck's going to be batted in behind that Ottawa net. Gallagher's going to go for a skate, try and kill off some time, and she does a good job of doing it. And she's just going to shoot it back and stay on the ice. Up front with her on the PK is Christina Klinoff, number 7. As Ottawa trying to get set up again. They did get set up. They got an opportunity, just another turnover in the slot off a second chance. Was shot down the ice, and their power play is going to come to an end in a matter of 2 seconds and 1. We're back to 5-on-5. Tessa Janicki steps back on the ice and immediately goes to that NAHA bench. As Thompson back in the offensive end, cuts to the goal. Save made, loose puck up for grabs. And Ashlyn Lewis is down. She's going to make the save as she just fell on the puck, and sometimes that's what you just got to do. Doesn't matter if you get a glove, a blocker, or if you just sit on it. As long as it's covered, referees are hopefully going to blow the play dead right away. As the faceoff is going to come up to her glove hand side, blocker hand side. All the players were set up on one side. The linesman said, we're going to do it on this side. And the faceoff, the puck just sitting there. And it's going to be picked up and carried out of the zone by Nikki Legue. Legue able to get around one defender. Centering opportunity. Griffin made the save as it hit an Ottawa skate and went right into the pad of number 33. Actually, it looks like it's Tovi Jacobson back into the game. I just noticed that. I didn't even see her go onto the ice. So Tovi Jacobson back in the net for Ottawa. Guess it was just a matter of getting her mind back in the game, trying to regroup. You could clearly tell she was frustrated after the third goal went in. So good breather for her. Get her mental game, get her head back in it. As that's what pretty much 60 to 75% of any sport really is about, how you compose yourself mentally. Of course, you got to have the skill, but a lot of it is on the mental side of the game. Skating back the other way is Graves. Lots of space and makes one too many moves. And it's offside at the Ottawa line with 1:39 to go in the opening 20. 3-4 minute break in between the first and second period. Face-off won by the 67's. Drost over center. Can pass that one up. Going to the net, Boucher. And around it. Off the boards to the point. Slap shot, that was blocked right at the point. Another opportunity blocked as well, and it goes to the corner. Off the near board, just going to be poked in deeper by Drost. Loose puck at the boards as Drost takes her counterpart down. As she was on Emily Privy, number 13. Now a puck out in front of the net, right through the blue paint. And we're going to get a stoppage in play. And I saw the net move. I'm not sure if it is completely off. And it looks like it is, so that results in a stoppage in play. So we'll see where the face-off will come, whether it was knocked off by a Winterhawk or a 67. So we'll have a face-off this time to the glove side of Ashlyn Lewis, and she's kind of pointing at her teammates like, hey guys, it's over here, wrong side. So Tessa Janicki will line up to her glove hand side, and another opportunity towards the net. That was blocked as Juliana Parks tried to put it on net. Approaching 30 seconds left here in the first period. As Tessa Janicki, she opened the scoring at 7:41 here in the first, and she has an opportunity here, just lost it off her stick. That's a good defensive play from Alyssa Nolan. In the neutral zone, it's just going to be dumped in. 10 seconds left in the first. Off the glass, out to center. It's going to have no receiver. And now into the offensive end, Janicki. Last second opportunity, putting it on goal was Gallagher, and a big save by Jacobson right at the buzzer. And we're going to end the opening 20 with a 3-0 NAHA lead over the Ottawa Lady 67's here in the first period. As the scoring chances heavily favored the NAHA Winterhawks in that one. The 67's did get their opportunities, but Ashlyn Lewis standing strong, being a brick wall in that Winterhawks net. So as we head into the second period, this is the 1-2 matchup here in the U19 championship game. The Winterhawks finishing 15-3 in the regular season, good for 30 points, whereas Ottawa finished behind them in second at 13-3-2 with 28 points, just finished 1 point ahead of the Ridley College Tigers for second. Of course, 2 points behind first place NAHA. Each team only allowing 1 goal in their semifinal matchups. It was a 9-1 victory for NAHA over Balmoral Hall. And the 67's took care of the hometown Tigers 4-1, as their coach has all their players on the bench and having a huge powwow just to get their heads back into the game, preaching that's only 20 minutes, still got 40 to go. So huge game plan, stick taps on the ice, and 67's look like they're ready to go. Tovi Jacobson did take a couple-minute break during that first period as Lauren Griffin came in to relieve her. Her head is back in it, and she's ready to go as she heads down to the opposite end. The long change here in the second period. Boucher in on the draw against Janicki to open the second, and Janicki wins it. As I mentioned, she opened the goal scoring. Ottawa with the first opportunity in the offensive zone, but it went off the stick of Melanie Drost and wide. Boucher put it into the slot. Nolan with another opportunity, and Ashlyn Lewis in the butterfly makes the save, and she's going to hang on. Alyssa Nolan, the Ottawa native in the regular season, 18 games played, had 3 assists. Face-off will be controlled. Sedgwick with a wraparound opportunity, a nice save by Lewis, as Sedgwick had speed going around the net. Another opportunity on goal, save made, not handled though. So a second opportunity arises for the 67s, but it's going to be chipped out to center ice. As Klinoff was able to move it forward, Gallagher had to go off her stick. And then another opportunity that was blocked, as putting it towards the goal was Sydney Fess. Fess with a goal in this one. She scored the second tally for NAHA. The assist on that goal going to Kelsey Ross, who would end up being the third goal scorer. And on the assist for that one was Bridget Orr. So exactly a minute played here in the second 20. Emily Privy in on the draw for NAHA. She lost it as nice clean win from Thompson in her defensive zone. And she's going to be pushed out, Yamin. Lost the handle, so it's going to be offside. The referee making the call on the offside there. As in the JWHL, we got two referees, one linesman. Garreau lost the puck, and it's going to be picked up in the offensive end by Ross out at the point. Ross again. Makes its way to the top of the slot, a slap shot. That was blocked. Trying to put the puck on net was Nikki Legue. Nothing doing there. The Winterhawks going to try and regroup in neutral territory as the puck went by Ross. Garreau let it go to Carl. And it's turned over. Nice intercept. And 67's breaking out. Shot towards the net. Tried to get it into the slot. And it goes to the corner. Garreau trying to fight for it, as she used her speed to get into the offensive zone. Garreau again on her backhand, able to get it to the point. One-time opportunity blocked right at the top of the circle. And that's what it takes to win a championship, and slow to get up. At the blue line right now is May Olshansky, number 27. She's hurt right now. No stoppage in play. Opportunity for the 67s. Another block shot, this time from Privy. She's got a breakaway. Privy in all alone, and she went wide. Jacobson might have got a piece of it on her blocker side, but it stays 3-0 as the shot there goes wide. Still 3-0 for the Winterhawks. Approaching 3 minutes played here in the middle frame, as we have a stoppage in play down in the corner to our left. So with 3:01 played in the second, a draw will come up to the blocker's side of Ashlyn Lewis. Number 31 recorded 3 shutouts in the regular season, as winning that draw was Janicki, and it's been her and Boucher. A lot of these face-off draws have been those two going at it. Janicki has had the upper hand in most of them, but Boucher has gotten the job done in the offensive end, just couldn't get it done there. As it's banked off the boards, Boucher chasing after it. Opportunity coming, that goes wide of Lewis. Another shot, kind of a knuckle puck, high stick called, and waved off. Now a loose puck in the slot is picked up by Janicki. The turnover, in down low, Thompson with a save made by Lewis. Again on the goal, and Lewis stops that one. Loose puck. And it's going to be blown dead. So the Ottawa Lady 67's pressing for their first goal of the afternoon as they try to claw their way back in this U19 championship game here at the 2020 JWHL playoffs in St. Catharines, Ontario. Thanks so much for tuning in all weekend if you've been watching right here on the JWHL network. I'm Reese Dumaney. Rod Mahood had the 8 other games that took place that I did not have. I'd say, let me do some math, 6 or 7. He's a busy man, Rod Mahood, the Niagara Ice Dogs. He is the PA announcer. It's the local OHL team, of course. Anyone tuning in from the Ottawa area know all about the Niagara Ice Dogs, as the Ottawa 67s currently are number 2 in Canada's best junior hockey league. This clearly the second best, the Junior Women's Hockey League. Ella Watson in on the draw for the 67's. Sat there for a second. And who's going to come up with it? Churchill fighting there as well, but it's going to make its way into the Ottawa end. Churchill on the near side. Tried to put it in the middle. She couldn't as it was deflected. Tried to get it to Yamin. And now Yamin, how does it go off her stick? And she's got it. Yamin working 1-on-2 in the offensive end. Churchill is coming, but Yamin just going to put it on goal. And Lewis going to pounce on it and make a save. Get a stop in play for 50. Has passed here in the middle 20. Still 3-0 NAHA. All the goals came in the first period. It's banked off the end boards. Now it's back at the point. That pass was deflected again, makes its way back to the point. As a slap shot towards the net. Might have been planned to go wide, looking for a deflection in front. As letting that one go was Georgia Spear. You start seeing that a lot more as a puck in the air was making its way to Bella Kazarowski. Just too high as two Ottawa defenders came back on her to negate that opportunity. And we'll have a face-off in the Ottawa end. It's puck now at the point. 67's going to take it from the face-off dot as Leah Young tried to make something happen. That's going to go off the stick of Carly Garcia. And back off the boards. Shot towards the net, save made by Lewis. As the left pad got that one from number 31. Bonifacio in down low, able to outlet it. And Gallagher going to try and get it out. She does. Janicki just going to backhand it back to Gallagher. Makes one move, but lost the handle of the puck. Off of Nolan, and it doesn't get out. 367's converge, but Janicki's left all alone, and Jacobson makes the save. Another opportunity. It's in the crease. And it's finally going to be blown dead, and we're going to get a penalty shot. I thought one of the 67's defenders covered their hand on the puck. So the NAHA Winterhawks, a glorious opportunity right now to take a 4-0 lead. And it's not like Jacobson is new to penalty shots. She faced one yesterday against the Ridley College Tigers, and in particular Lily Welke. And she stoned her with the catching glove. And then just 30 seconds later, Jacobson against Welke again, this time just on a breakaway. And again, the left hand of the Ottawa goaltender got the better of number 23 from Ridley. So Tessa Janicki looking for her second goal of the afternoon. She opened the scoring at the 7:41 mark of the first. Referees, goaltenders all ready to go, so Janicki's going to come in a little bit slower. Couple stick handles in the slot. Janicki, nice move as Jacobson went for the toe drag, but Janicki lost the handle of the puck, and there's going to be a face-off coming up to the glove hand side. Jacobson just looked like a pro on that one. Tried to go for the poke check, and it disrupted Janicki enough that she lost the handle. And all of our Ottawa 67's teammates on the ice giving her a tap on the helmet saying, we got to start scoring in front of you. You're playing phenomenal, and she is. As Janicki again at the face-off dot, Jacobson comes up big again. As Janicki got this one on goal. And she's got it again at center. All over the ice is number 15 in white, navy, blue, and red. Still got it into the offensive zone. Dropped it for Gallagher. Gallagher on her backhand. Jacobson made the save. Rebound up for grabs. That one hit the side of the net. And the 67's breaking out the other way. Slap shot fanned on by Yamin. As she's out there with Watson, Garreau out there as well. And Janicki out at center. Grabe out there too, number 3. A shot save made by Jacobson. Rebound up for grabs, and it's in the slot. And a 2-on-1 coming for the 67's if they can hurry. Churchill going to the net. Off her stick, it's just going to sit in the slot. No shot came from the 67's forwards. And now the Winterhawks coming back the other way. 2-on-2 in the offensive end as both teams make changes. And a backhand shot goes wide as Gallagher tried to beat Jacobson. And an errant pass is just going to go wide of the NAHA net, so we will get a icing call. We've got 12:29 to go in the second period. Still 3-0 for the Winterhawks. Face-off controlled by NAHA is getting that one deep to Orr, and an opportunity in the slot area came from Privy. It was stopped by Jacobson. As Kelsey Ross was rubbed out of the play, here come the 67, Sedgwick towards the net. Ashlyn Lewis makes an easy save, puts it towards the boards in behind the net. And back there as well, Emily Drost. McDonald going back for Ottawa. McDonald tripped up, couldn't make the play as she tried to get the puck out of the zone, and now it's just kind of sitting in the slot area and chipped out and back in. Haley McDonald lost it for a second, able to survey the ice and look at her options as it went off Boucher's stick. Boucher on her backhand, and that is well offside as Drost didn't exit the zone in time. So we'll get another stop and play. A faceoff's going to be in front of that 67's bench with 11.5 to play in the second. Ali Legue just chipped it off the boards, getting help from Kazarowski in there as well. Kazarowski, number 49. And she's got it now. And along the near boards. Rubbing her counterpart out of the play was Molly Grabe. Still in the zone as Kazarowski fanned on the pass, but still an opportunity came from Ali Legue, and Tovi Jacobson's going to hang on for another face-off in the Ottawa end. And as we approach the midway mark of regulation time, 10:52 to go in the second. Thompson going to take the face-off for Ottawa against Janicki. And it's poked free to the point. Winterhawks controlling. So that errant pass is going to be turned over, but pushed right back. A little bit of frustration being shown by the 67s as of right now, and a shot from Gallagher goes wide of the net. There to pick it up for Ottawa was Ella Watson as Yamin got in her way, so it was just chipped out to center. Now the Winterhawks back in. Shot towards the net goes off the glass. Gallagher back there trying to pick up that loose puck. Janicki does. Janicki's still fighting in there. They're working 2-on-2 down low. Now it's going to be the 67s carrying it out. And the potential to be a 4-on-2, but the 67s will start a change, so they'll work 2-on-2. Shot towards the goal. Yamin sent it high and wide. Now an opportunity in the slot, just goes wide. And a loose puck out to neutral territory. Janicki back the other way. Been a huge part of this game so far. She opened the scoring. She's been all over the puck. Probably leads, or pretty close to the lead in ice time, as well as time with possession just by herself. As the puck was put towards the goal, easily knocked away by Lewis with help from Bonifacio. Now puck's in the high slot, and it's going to be chipped out to center ice as McDonald had exited the zone. Make sure that she didn't get caught. Bonifacio going to bank it off the boards as Klinoff was there. And it's going to make its way. Now a 2-on-1. Gallagher pass in down low. Shot hit the goalpost and they score! Again, another odd man rush for NAHA coming the other way. And it's going to be Emily Privy putting it off the post, off Jacobson, and into the net to make it a 4-0 Winterhawks lead. That'll be her first of the afternoon. It's Emily Privy, the Morrisville, Vermont native, in 18 games played, scored 4 goals, had 5 assists, and a game-winning goal as well. And for the Winterhawks, this is huge just to keep building a lead because the 67's do know how to score. So, and it wouldn't take them long. Anyways, there's another opportunity, was stopped by Jacobson. Rebound goes wide of the net. Puck is in the slot, just going to be backhanded towards the net, and it goes wide. Privy on it again. The far side, Bonifacio towards the goal, save made by Jacobson. Backhand pass, going to find Churchill. She'll work one-on-one. Back into the zone. Churchill, what a move to the net, and she shoots it wide. Oh, a nice individual effort there from Churchill. Just couldn't get a shot on net. As the puck down low, fight makes its way to the blue paint. Jacobson will hang on, and it looks like the Ottawa 67's were looking for a penalty, perhaps, as their coaches had their arms in the air, wondering what was going on. So with 8:08 to go, 4-0. Winterhawks lead it. As the 67's will break out. Just going to be backhanded off the boards, and interference going to be called against Annika Metler. So she will sit for 2 or less. And yet again, another power play opportunity for the 67's. 8.7% in the regular season. They are 0 for today. They scored 3 power play goals yesterday. As Boucher's going to be in on the draw to try and win it. Get the 67 set up. They did it on their last power play. Numerous times they were set up. Got them in a good position to get a good opportunity, and they did. It's just Ashlyn Lewis came up with a huge stop. So we've got 7:40 to go here in the middle period. Power play for Ottawa. Nolan to the far side. Shot coming. Blocked. Another opportunity. That was stopped by Lewis, and it's up in the air. High stick going to be called. And waved off as it was a Winterhawk that touched it too high. Nolan. Boucher to the slot. Backhander. And that one goes wide. Sedgwick. Another backhand into the slot. No one home. Nolan's going to pick it up at the point and move in. Backhander towards the net. Save. Went wide. And Sedgwick couldn't get to the rebound, and it's going to be cleared. Jacobson going to move it forward. Smart play. Boucher the recipient. As the Winterhawks get 2 fresh bodies on the ice. As Janicki coming on. She was joined by Carly Garcia. And it's McDonald. Just going to fire it to the far corner. And no one was home as Janicki's going to break out shorthanded. The Winterhawks actually 2-on-2. But she falls down, no arm in the air, and will play on. Parks working her way through. McDonald towards the net. Lewis, easy save. And it's just going to be shot down and out. 25 seconds left in this Ottawa power play. And it's Grabe having it going off her stick. Yamin going to backhand it towards the other side. It was blocked. And we're going to have a penalty called up here, so that's going to negate what was left of the Ottawa power play. It's going to be a tripping call against Spear. So for the next 3 seconds, we will play 4-on-4, and then a 5-on-4 power play coming for the Winterhawks. A chance to make it 5-0 and put themselves in a very, very good spot to win a championship here today. Of course, the Philadelphia Junior Flyers taking home the U16 championship as they defeated the NAHA U16s 3-1 earlier today. So congratulations to them, and congratulations to the NAHA U16 Winterhawks, as they played phenomenal this weekend. Just the undefeated Flyers getting the best of them in both the games they met in this weekend. Now a power play for the Winterhawks as they enter the zone. Privy, the last goal scorer for the Winterhawks. At the point, Bonifacio to the far side. That one broken up. Carl working in down low, trying to get it out. Puck made its way to the face-off dot, and it's going to be thrown down and kill some more time. The Ottawa Lady 67's changing. Winterhawks get some fresh bodies as well. Bonifacio surveyed the ice. Now the Winterhawks break out. It's Anna Gallagher, number 42, skating down the left wing. Lost the handle for a second. Able to get it back in the corner. Lost it again. And now it's going to be chipped out and down. Gallagher's going to go off. And no, she's not. She's going to stay on. She made her way towards the bench door for the Winterhawks, but I mean, I'd keep her on for the full 2 minutes. We've got 40 to go in the power play as Janicki made her way back into the zone. Still with it on her backhand. Back to the point, kept in at the line by Fess. Janicki poking at it. It's just going to sit in behind the net, and they're going to work at it along the boards. Janicki again going to bank it. At the point to keep it in is Fess. Fess makes one move, passes it far side. There's Carly Garcia. And the referees are going to blow it dead as the net came off in behind Jacobson. That right post has come off a number of times throughout this weekend. So there are 11 seconds left in the NAHA power play. 4 minutes and change left in the middle 20. As Gallagher had it go off her stick, she's against the boards, and a nice play to get it to Garcia, who puts it towards the net. And Jacobson watches that bounce into her catching glove to get a stop in play as the faceoff's going to come up to her blocking side. Power play over, 3:58 to go in the second. Near side, or far side, excuse me, stopped by Jacobson as the shot came from Olshansky. And it's past the stick of Graves. 2-on-1 for the 67's. Sedgwick centering opportunity for Drost, and that was broken up. And now NAHA, potential for a 3-on-2, 2-on-2 for sure. As Olshansky is back, has some room in the slot, and a blocker save by Jacobson as she came out to the top of her crease to stop it. It was almost poked ahead. Trying to get an opportunity there was Drost. She couldn't get it over the blue line. Now the Winterhawks are back. Kelsey Ross had to go off her stick, and it's in behind that Ottawa net. Sedgwick quickly up to Drost. Puck came out, and Orr was clipped on the way by, and you can call kneeing, tripping, interference. Take your pick. As the Winterhawks, another opportunity on the man advantage. 2:52 to go in this second period. 21% was their power play throughout the regular season. As it's going to be squirted out to center. Far side, Bonifacio surveying the ice to her D partner, Carly Garcia. Now to Privy, Emily Privy, into the offensive end. Still with the puck, tried to cut to the goal. She lost it, so she's going to chase it in the corner. Winterhawks going to work 2-on-1 in the corner. In there for the 67's is Leah Young as she's down on the ice and working against Bridget Orr. They're going to get a face-off in the Ottawa end with 2:21 to go in the middle period. Again, we'll have about a 10-12 minute break while they flood the ice. No, it will not be David Ayers. Any Leaf fans out there don't have to worry. There is no emergency backup goalie here. Oh, there might be. As another opportunity, Jacobson made the original save. It sat behind her for a second and quickly cleared by the Ottawa 67's defense. A nice job to converge on the blue paint. Spit it out, Reese. And it remains 4-0 as we approach 1 minute left in this Winterhawks power play. Janicki with it in the offensive end, still on her stick. And it makes its way back to her in down low behind the goal line to the face-off dot. Janicki didn't have too many options. She could have gone back to the point to Fess, but it's going to be Fess that got it back to Janicki, who brought it back in. Janicki towards the net, and an easy save made by Jacobson. Garcia down low. Gallagher at the point. Janicki shoots, save made, rebound. Jacobson got that one too, and she'll hang on for another draw coming up to her left with 25 seconds left in this NAHA power play. 1:17 to go in the second period. Watson on the draw for the 67's. It sat there for a second, and it's going to be at the point. Kim Slate towards the net. Jacobson with the save. Rebound up for grabs, and it's going to go to the corner and going to be kept in. Nice job at the blue line. Shaken up a little bit is Graves, but she'll get a pat on the back from her coaches for sacrificing the body, keeping the puck in the zone, and creating another scoring opportunity for the Winterhawks as Jacobson makes another save. As NAHA still has 5 seconds left to work with on this power play. 57 seconds left in the second. Ali Legue on the draw. 67's control, and it's going to be fired all the way down, and that's way too many men. About 6 or 7 just as the penalty expired. So NAHA is going to go right back to the power play with 49 seconds left in the second. So just opportunity after opportunity come knocking at the door for NAHA to try and extend this lead to 5. Latest goal coming in the second period from Emily Privy. The rest of the Winterhawks goals came in the first. Janicki to the far side. Gallagher, the recipient of that pass, as she lost it off her stick, and it's going to be poked free in behind the goal. Fighting in there to try and clear it is Ella Watson. As finally dumping it down. A nice play to keep it in. Probably a high stick. And I guess they're going to negate it, or it was too low. So the 67's going to work 2-on-1 shorthanded with 12 seconds left in the period. Backhand opportunity on goal goes wide. As the centering pass into the slot is to no one. Back to chase it in around the boards. She's going to go off on a change, but it won't really matter as Haley McDonald got the final touch of the period. That'll do it for 40 minutes. It's 4-0 for the NAHA Winterhawks. This is the U19 JWHL Championship game. We'll take a quick break. They'll flood the ice, and we'll come right back to Ridley College. We're back for the third period here in St. Catharines. On puck out of play. 7 seconds into the third. The NAHA Winterhawks leading the Ottawa Lady 67's 4-0 as NAHA continues on the power play, carried over from the second period. 1:04 left to go in that advantage. Also a goaltending change to announce for the Winterhawks at the other end. In for them, number 32, Paige Bolyard, takes over for Ashlyn Lewis, who had a perfect first two periods. Bolyard, the Cincinnati, Ohio native, in 9 games this season, went 6-1 with 1 shutout. Goals against average of 2.59, save percentage just over 900 at .901. As for the Lady 67's, Tovi Jacobson in the goal. As Sedgwick towards the net, they score! Oh, what a beauty that was! Sedgwick goes top shelf on the first shot Bolyard sees. And the 67's are on the board. They're down 4-1. Claire Sedgwick's got goals in back-to-back games, and the comeback begins now. And as the 67's haven't even gotten 5 players on the ice, the linesman jumping ahead of the play a little bit. That goal will come short-handed. So it's 4-1. Winterhawks still 30 seconds left on a power play, and it's going to be shot down. I mentioned Bolyard replacing Ashlyn Lewis this period. First shot she sees goes top shelf, blocker side. Privy towards the net, and that's going to hit a body and go wide. Pucks along the near boards. Winterhawks looking for a quick response, try and restore that 4-goal lead. 67's thinking otherwise. Power play over. Back to full strength, 5-on-5, and they're going to work back 2-on-2. Boucher to the middle of the ice towards the net, off a skate and wide. Boucher with it again. Along the near boards, just going to backhand it in deep. Towards the net, Yamin. No one home. The 67's continue on the attack. In behind the goal, wraparound attempt was turned aside there by the defenseman Bonifacio. As Sedgwick looked for her second goal of the afternoon. Puck at the side of the net, just poked away by Bolyard. Still on the attack, and Yamin with a shot. Net comes off. This time it's the right post. In behind Paige Bolyard, and we'll get a stoppage in play. We've played 1:58 in the third period. 67's already on the board in the final frame, 4-1. It's Grabe on the draw, controlled by the Winterhawks. Stumping it back into the zone was Haley McDonald. 67's touch up, they're back on the attack. In the middle of the ice, having it go off her stick was Ali Lague, losing it, and 67's going to turn back as Grabe with an opportunity. And the shot was fanned on and it went wide. She was also pressured by Kim Slate, negating that opportunity and taking her counterpart down and probably taking a penalty. It's going to go to Molly Grabe, and we'll see what the official word on the call is. Going to call roughing. So number 3 in red will sit for 2 or less. And they scored shorthanded last time, so the Ottawa 67's probably are concerned about that. Obviously, you don't want to take a penalty, but when you can score shorthanded, it works out. So a face-off coming up to the blocker side of Jacobson. The Winterhawks control off the draw. Is picking that one up deep in her zone, shooting it down, but not out. Thompson out there on the PK. That's at the point. Near side. Almost taken away from Garcia, but she's able to stay composed and now finally makes its way out of the zone. And down, Bolliard will come out and stick it aside, leave it for Sydney Fess. Fess with a goal in this game. Came back in the first period. That was the second tally for the Winterhawks as Anna Gallagher going to skate with it into the opposing end. Gallagher still on her stick, stops, gets it back at the point. Into the slot, and a big glove save from Jacobson as a nice passing play coming from the Winterhawks results in a beautiful glove save from Jacobson to get a face-off in the Ottawa end. 67's also getting a pair of fresh bodies on the ice. And on the draw, Janicki for NAHA. And she'll be kicked out. Klinoff comes in and loses the draw, and it's going to be cleared to the line, not out. Keeping it in, Garcia towards the net. And Jacobson stops that one. .21 to go here in the third and final period of this U19 championship game here at the 2020 JWHL playoffs. Thank you again to everyone who has tuned in throughout the weekend here on the JWHL network. For Rod Mahood, I'm Reese Dumaney. We split the games here in St. Catharines. The Winterhawks looking for more off a skate. Janicki has a little bit of space, lost the puck, but it's going to stay around the crease, and it's finally cleared and backhanded out and down. Also, shout out to one of the 67's biggest fans watching back in Ottawa. Shout out to Kim. Been a huge supporter of this Lady 67's team throughout the season. Finished in second place, 13-3-2, 28 points on the year as Jacobson's going to steer that one aside. 5 seconds to go in this NAHA power play. And it's going to be Sedgwick, the goal scorer for the 67's, coming back as the penalty expires. So back to 5-on-5. Sedgwick around the goal, centered it, but into a sea of white, navy blue, and red. And a collision at the blue line is going to result in a Anna Gallagher pickup of the puck. As she centered it to Privy, and a nice save by Jacobson. She came out to the top of her crease to stop it. As she got the right pad on it, steered it to the corner. Bridget Orr got it on her backhand. Tried to get around a couple defenders. She couldn't, and it squirts back out to center. And it's Bonifacio. Along the boards, able to get it deep into the Ottawa end. Off the side of the net. As they say, she got the red line, so no icing on the play. As a penalty coming up here to NAHA. Being knocked down on that play was Yamin, so an opportunity here on the man advantage for the 67's. And I'm not sure the Winterhawks are big fans of that penalty call. As the guilty party, will just make sure we got the right skater. It is Kelsey Ross who is down. I'm not sure if that resulted from the collision or what happened there, but she'll make her way to the box and sit for 2 or less. She's hunched over right now. Not too sure what is going on with her. We'll hope to find out, but she will be in the box for possibly 2 minutes, maybe less. We'll see. The Lady 67 special teams has already resulted in a goal, albeit via the shorthanded variety. It's at the point. Now in down low. To the dot. Nolan. Far side shot towards the net. Bolliard down to make a save. And once again, the net is dislodged. And well, after the tournament's over, they're going to have to figure out what's going on down there because the left post has come off. The right post has come off. Both of them have come off at the same time. So problem in that crease. As face-off one. Back to Nolan. Garreau. looking for options. Tried to go cross ice to find Boucher. She couldn't. And Boucher's got it now. The left dot. Batted in behind the net, and Gallagher couldn't get it out. Nice job by Nolan to keep it in, that bouncing puck. Nolan towards the net. Bolliard with a save. Rebound up for grabs. Shot on goal by Boucher. And a nice save there from Bolliard as she had to go from the top of her crease to her right to make the stop. 13:37 to go in the third. 1:12 left in the 67's advantage. Leah Young now out on the ice. She'll man the right point for the 67's and a very clean face-off win. McDonald to Young. On goal, looked for a deflection in front and went through a couple of legs and wide. McDonald just going to backhand that pass. A shot, save made by Bolliard as she got the pad down off the stick from Thompson. McDonald, near side, Young. Wanted a one-timer, didn't get it. Young still stick handling with it. Tried to put it towards the net, and it was intercepted easily by Graves, and she'll shoot it down the length of the ice. Jacobson out to play it. And 13 minutes to go, 35 seconds left in this power play. 67's back on the attack. Cutting to the middle, Churchill. Dished it off to the far side, tried to get it to Thompson, went off a skate. Now Thompson's got it. Thompson with a couple options out in front, and Bolliard comes up big. She was deep in her crease, but she made the stop. Now trying to cut to the front of the net was Graves. She couldn't, and it's going to be rimmed around the near boards. Young backhanded it towards the net. That's going to be negated and fired all the way down, and that's going to do it for this Ottawa power play. Lots of good looks for the 67's, but nothing doing in the goal column. So it remains 4-1 for NAHA as a turnover. Janicki couldn't keep the handle. Now Gallagher, Janicki in down deep, and a phenomenal play there by Jacobson. Or Janicki would have been working one-on-one with the goaltender. As we have another penalty coming up. And it looks like it's against NAHA again. As it was Gallagher with the puck when they blew it dead. Interference going to be the call. And yeah, it's going to be Janicki going to the box. Second penalty she's taken today. So with 12:07 to go, yet another opportunity with an extra body for the 67's. It's going to be Boucher taking the draw. Drost out there as well. Sedgwick is going to be on her left. Partially won by Boucher. And Drost is going to come out with it at the point. Carl, she's going to work the right point on this power play, but it's blocked and shot all the way down. A good job defensively there from Carly Garcia to stop it with her skate, get it to her stick, and throw it all the way down. Nolan having trouble in the corner as Gallagher, a great job on the forecheck. No arm goes in the air, might have tripped over the back of the net. As it's played in the NAHA end, they're just going to kill time. Garcia can't get it out as Carl kept it in. Shaken up a little bit, but she's all right. As that hit her right ankle, right skate. As a centering opportunity through the blue paint by Sedgwick. So that's what you got to do, just get the puck to the front of the net. Bolliard in relief of Ashlyn Lewis, who was perfect through two periods, and then the first shot on Bolliard from Sedgwick found the top corner on her blocker side. Another opportunity blocked, loose puck, all alone out in front, and Bolliard comes up big. Huge save from number 32 in white, blue, and red, as right on the doorstep, the Ottawa 67's were coming knocking. And with 46 seconds left in their power play, 10:43 to go in the final 20. The last minute change for the Winterhawks coming on the ice for them is Graves. She was the one to come off the bench. And on the draw, Thompson trying to fight for it, win it back. She can't, and it's going to be rimmed around by Privy. Not out, though, as Young pinched in from the point. Young centered the puck, and it's off a stick. And it's going to go down the ice. A 10.5 to go as we approach the midway mark of the third period. Back in the zone, Bolyard with a save right in the slot, but into a sea of white. So thankfully for her, no one in red was right on the doorstep. And again, it's going to be shot right down, and that will probably do it for this power play. Tessa Janicki will step out of the box in 2 seconds. So with 10 minutes and change to go in the third, still 4-1 for NAHA. As a drop pass was intended for Churchill, and she didn't pick it up. Janicki with speed, in behind the defense to the backhand, and she scores! Jacobson again going for the poke check. Janicki toe drag around that, goes backhand. And the 4-goal lead is restored for the NAHA Winterhawks. They lead it 5-1. That's going to be Janicki's second goal of the afternoon. First one came at 7:41 of the first period, and that opened the scoring. Watson in on the draw for the 67s against Janicki, who wins it cleanly. Gallagher along the near side, just going to chip it in deep. Anna Gallagher pokes it around. And picking it up on the other side on her backhand was Juliana Parks, and it's going to be out to center. 2-on-2, 67's working. Another opportunity on the power play for the Winterhawks. 67's do have a shorthanded goal in this one. That came courtesy of Claire Sedgwick. So for the next 2 minutes or less, the NAHA Winterhawks an opportunity to go up by 5 and falling down along the far side, but able to make the play. Nice job sticking with it was Graves. Now it's in behind the net, just going to be loose and picked up, skated out. Losing the handle on that one was Aspro. Churchill working in there for the 67s on the PK. Knocking her counterpart down, that was Bridget Orr. But the Winterhawks are going to carry it into the offensive end. Minute and a half left on their power play. It's at the point. Bonifacio towards the net, and that goes wide of Jacobson. On the other side, just going to rim it around again, is Olshansky. Privy lost it at the point as Bonifacio tried to get it deeper. She couldn't. It just sits at the blue line, and it finally comes out. Gallagher back in with speed. Gallagher trying to get on her forehand. She does, and nice opportunity there was canceled out by Jacobson as she either got the skate or the stick on the puck. And back the other way, Janicki had her shot blocked. And Boucher is just going to fire it down. It'll get as far as the offensive blue line, but skated back into the Winterhawks zone. Janicki with it at the red line, lost it for a second, got it back. Skates into a couple bodies, and it makes its way into the Ottawa end and stays in. Garcia tried to get it to the front of the net. She couldn't. And Sedgwick's going to clear it off the boards and out. 27 seconds left as we have a stoppage in play. That is in the power play for NAHA. 7:40 to go in the third period. 5-1 commanding lead for the Winterhawks in the U19 championship game here at the 2020 JWHL playoffs in St. Catharines, Ontario. The host Ridley College Tigers were eliminated by these Ottawa Ladies 67s last night. 4-1 was the final score in that one. The NAHA Winterhawks took care of Balmoral Hall 9-1 in the game that got underway just after 6 yesterday. As Gallagher lost that, and it's going to be shot down. More time ticks off, and that'll probably do it. Back to 5-on-5. As Watson steps out of the box, makes her way to the bench. Gallagher just going to move it forward. It makes its way out to center. Young just going to chip it back in, and on the forecheck go the 67s. Janicki going to turn back in her own end, try and regroup, and nice drop-off pass to Nikki Lague. She stops, waits for reinforcements, and she gets it. Bonifacio to the far side. In lots of time and space. Big save there by Jacobson as May Olshansky had all the time and space that she needed to wire off a shot, and she got it, but the blocker of Jacobson negated that scoring opportunity. 6 minutes and change left to go in the third period. As the puck's going to make its way in back behind the Ottawa goal again. Working in there is Kazarowski for NAHA. And now the 67's will have an opportunity to clear and get on the forecheck. Get some offensive opportunities going. Putting that one towards the net, but wide was Yamin. It'll be a question of if we see Tovi Jacobson leave that Ottawa net. It is a 4-goal disadvantage for the 67's, but in a championship game, doesn't really matter if you lose by 4 or 5. So it'll be interesting to see when Tovi Jacobson makes her way to the bench, if she does. This puck just sits in front of that NAHA bench. They're working 2-on-2 to try and get it out. Boucher in there for Ottawa, but it's the Winterhawks getting it out. As Garreau brings it back into the zone, shoots, scores! Well, we will definitely probably see Tovi Jacobson come out of the net now. Just a matter of where. As Regan Garreau beats Paige Bolyard on the blocker side from the top of the slot to make it 5-2. And there's also time that ran off the clock. Not sure how much time it was, but probably about 5-6 seconds. So we're probably looking at around 5:05 left to play here in this third period. The official's going to make sure that they get the right time. Of course, Ottawa telling them one number. I'm sure NAHA telling them another number. It's now 5-2 for the NAHA Winterhawks. Both goals for Ottawa coming in this third period. Claire Sedgwick scored early. And, of course, just right now, it was Regan Garreau who scored 3 goals in the regular season, a total of 10 points in 18 games played. And it looks like the Ottawa coaching staff getting Tovi Jacobson ready to come to the bench, possibly off a face-off or at least in another minute or two. And they're going to hold the clock. I'm not going to count. As I've preached through the weekend, wasn't the biggest math guy in school. So that's why I'm in broadcasting. Puck at center ice, just going to be thrown to the far corner by number 27, May Olshansky. And she'll man the left point as she makes her way in, actually. But the 67's going to come out, try and get that third one. That was offside, yep. Good call by the officials, and it's the referee making the call. And the faceoff will be right in front of the NAHA bench. And emphatically, he says it will be in front of the NAHA bench. So with 4.5 to go, now 5-2 NAHA. Off the glass and out of play as Ella Watson tried to get it into the offensive end. We'll do it again in the neutral zone. Janicki won the draw, but it's going to be poked back into her own end. Carly Garcia just going to throw it around the boards. Gallagher was there to receive it, but Young got in her way. Now another shot into the breadbasket of Bolyard. It came from Alyssa Nolan, so opportunities keep knocking at the door for the 67's. Jacobson is not in the net. Just like to add that. So we're playing 6-on-5 in favor of the 67's. Face-off just sat there, but it's going to be taken by Gallagher with Janicki wide open. Oh, and she missed the net wide. But they're going to call it a goal. So Anna Gallagher looks like is going to get credit with a goal despite backhanding it wide. So it will be a 4-goal advantage. And I'm sure the 67's coaching staff would like an explanation about what that was. Doesn't look like they're arguing it too much. So Gallagher is going to give her team a 4-goal lead, as her and Janicki were 2-0 on the empty net. So with 4 minutes and change to go in the third, it's pretty much all done with. We'll see what the 67's can do in these last 4 minutes. As a shot there was stopped by Jacobson. Parks just going to chip it down. Jacobson staying in the net for at least right now. As a loose puck at the side of the net, Yamin a backhander. And Bolyard stops that. Again, the referee's checking the net in behind the Winterhawks goaltender. 3:40 left to go. 4-goal advantage for NAHA. Boucher in on the draw for Ottawa against Privy, who won it for NAHA. The shot towards the net was deflected, never made it to the goal, and it's going to be chipped out to center ice. Groh moves it ahead. She scored the second Ottawa goal. Boucher trying to chase it down. She's able to get enough of it as it makes it back to the point. Carl had her shot deflected wide. Backhanded towards the net, going to make its way to Carl's. Shot deflected and up over top of the net by Bolyard. So Boucher with it in the corner. Sedgwick back in there as well. She scored the first goal for the Ottawa 67's. Boucher towards the net, save made by Bolyard. Wraparound opportunity. It's just going to go to the front of the blue paint and be cleared as Carl tried to pinch in. But it makes its way out to center. Garreau. Middle of the ice. Being tripped up is Drost, no call. Carl advanced it again in deep, and now she's got it in the corner. Here's Drost. Carl at the point. Slap shot, and that one goes wide. Just a little bit on the blocker side of Bolyard. It's Drost again on the left wing side into the catching glove of Bolyard, and she'll hang on with 2:08 left to play in this championship game in the U19 division. 6-2 for NAHA over Ottawa. The Winterhawks were the number 1 seed coming into the weekend. The number 1 seed in the U16 division, getting the job done in that championship game early on. It was the Philadelphia Junior Flyers beating the NAHA Winterhawks U16 club, who were the 4th seed in the standings. That final was 3-1. And we've got double that here as it's 6-2. With a face-off coming up just in front of the broadcast area. Thompson on the draw for Ottawa. Janicki for NAHA. And McDonald's going to poke that one back for Spear, who had it go off the stick of Gallagher. Far side just going to be chipped in by Christina Klinoff. One of the standouts for NAHA in their semifinal win. Gallagher working in down low. She's got the puck. Thompson's on her. Gallagher just going to backhand it towards the back of the net. Janicki makes a couple of moves and then falls down. A couple of times in that area throughout the entire weekend. A few players have caught a rut in the ice and fallen down, negating opportunities as a shot from Gallagher is easily handled by Jacobson as it hit the big logo on her jersey. With 1:21 left to go. That's what will separate the Winterhawks from a championship right now. Nice cushion, 4-goal advantage. Another shot in on Jacobson, and she's going to hang on as it goes into the catching glove of number 30 in red, native of Canada, Ontario. As Young going to poke it free. Yamin waiting for it. Waited too long as it's turned over and down low, and a shot by Privy, a save made by Jacobson as she came out. Back the other way, Young stops, looks for options, just going to throw it to the net. Good idea as it hit a couple of bodies, didn't make its way into the net, but The 67's pick up the rebound with 42 seconds left to play in the third. Young going to chase it back. Icing waved off as the rolling puck going to make its way to the goal line. Turned over, shot by Kazarowski, and a save made by Jacobson. Gallagher cutting to the slot, just throws it to the net. Jacobson again comes out and makes the stop. Kazarowski centering pass, not just off the stick of Gallagher, and now it's out. Sedgwick, icing waved off. Sedgwick looking for goal number 2. She lost it. It's just going to be banked off the near boards and out to center. 2-1, and there is the buzzer. The NAHA Winterhawks are the U19 JWHL champions in 2020, as they are number 1 throughout the entire season, finishing 15-3 in the regular season and then having a perfect weekend here in St. Catharines, Ontario. As they will celebrate, they'll get their trophy, they'll get their championship hats, and we'll send the weekend off, and JWHL will end here at Ridley College for the 2019-2020 season. And again, hats off to the Ottawa Lady 67's. Phenomenal season for them. 13-3-2, 28 points. They scored 71 goals in those 18 games. They will definitely be hungry for all the players that come back next season to try and capture the JWHL championship, as the trophy presentation will take place in front of the scorer's box. Both teams lining up at the blue line. It was interesting with the Philadelphia Junior Flyers. They couldn't decide on who would be the captain to go and grab the trophy. They ended up choosing their goaltender. As you see, number 34 for the NAHA Winterhawks, Sydney Bruner, the Arizona native, not dressing. As this very large crowd here at Ridley College applauds both clubs for the efforts they put forward this weekend. Both teams undefeated coming into this championship game, and it was the Winterhawks taking control of it. A 6-2 final. The head coach of the NAHA Winterhawks is Tony Ann Miano. The academy director, I might add, she played at Boston College, also played 3 seasons at the North American Hockey Academy and won 3 JWHL championships. So very accomplished, as we see Privy go over, as well as Graves and Bonifacio, the team's captains. Picture taken, and they can let the celebration begin. The NAHA Winterhawks converging on their captains, all reaching for the trophy, and a huge congratulations to them as both the 1 seeds in the U19 and U16 division take home the championship. And again, a huge hand for the Ottawa Lady 67's. They put together unbelievable performances here this weekend in St. Catharines, and mentioned just a couple minutes ago, the players that are back will be pushing even harder to get the title next season. The JWHL season in 2020-2021. Lots of parents, coaches as well coming on the ice. They still want a picture of the Lady 67's. Again, 2nd in the regular season, so definitely not a failed season by far. And well, that'll pretty much wrap it up for us here on the JWHL Network. I thank everyone for tuning in this entire weekend. For Rod Mahood, I'm Reese Dumaney, and, well, it's been a great weekend here in St. Catharines, Ontario, and we will look forward to the next season starting in the fall. Have a great summer.